Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Thomas Jefferson said, "If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done." Benjamin Franklin said, "Without continual growth and progress, such words as improvement, achievement, and success have no meaning." Basically, get off your duff, get to working, you've got dreams, you've got goals, you've got to do what it takes to get them. Like, subscribe, comment, show what your opinion is. Let me know if you like what you've seen. And I thank you for your support. If you want to contact me, or if you want to help me out via Patreon, you can go to my link tree down below and it's got all the information for you. I'm probably going to need to clean that up a little bit, but it's all there for you. Here's what my topic is today. I'm covering some of the Democrats' worst today. Well, this week. And the Democrat Party and the Chinese Communist Party seem to have like a internship program going on for the CCP folks. Because there have been several spies for the CCP that have been found to be working for Democrat politicians. And it's been going on for a while. And these are the folks that keep blaming Trump and Russia. We all know that's a bunch of BS. But, you know, the old saying, where there's smoke, there's fire. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's fire. Probably a lot more smoke than what I get to hear. And this old redneck thinks it's time that we might need to call 911 and send in the fire squad, because Democrats got a problem and people keep voting for them. So basically, for the Democrat Party, it doesn't take a whole lot of social engineering for a communist spy to get in there. Now, I've always talked about I like freedom. I like government to stay out of the way of everybody. But you know what? The Democrats don't like that. They like the idea of monitoring social media. They like the idea of social credit. They love ESG. They love all of that stuff. And so these Chinese folks are coming over here and they're getting with these Democrats and they're realizing, hey, the same thing that's going on in my country, this is what the Democrat Party wants. So it's not that hard to social engineer a situation where you get to be close to a Democrat politician. And seriously, you would think that they wouldn't want to have this, but I can guarantee you they want it because they're getting word to folks that they agree with. They have to publicly say, oh no, we're not into that. But they are, because everything that they want, the Chinese want, same thing. So let's get into some of them spies that have been working for Democrats. This first case, it's nothing but hilariousness. And I'm going to talk about Eric Swalwell, the Democrat from California that was on the Intelligence Committee. That's the sick part of this. He was part of the Intelligence Committee. This House representative here. And he had a close relationship with a pretty young lady by the name of Christine Fang. Bang Fang was her nickname. Now, mind you, Bang Fang had relationships with quite a few folks, so it wasn't like Swalwell was the only feller. But Swalwell was the one that was one of these members of the Democrat Party that was pushing the whole Russian dossier lie. And here he is working with somebody who is a Chinese spy actual direct proof that he may not have willingly colluded, but he was making sure that the Chinese Communist Party got this information. Okay, like I said, probably not intentional, but then again, though, what I know of Swalwell, it's not like he's the brightest bulb in the pack. And this woman facilitated the potential assignment of interns into Swalwell's offices. Wonder how many other Chinese folks got in there. I'm not talking about folks of Chinese origin. I'm talking about actual Chinese spies or people that were being paid to be spies. And at least one case, an intern recommended by Fang was placed into Swalwell's DC office. This is just all kinds of interesting. And all the while, Swalwell's telling everybody that Trump is a Russian agent. While he's getting close with the Chinese communist agent. So, yeah, that's just hilarious. Now, I don't know the name of the spy that worked with Dianne Feinstein. I looked all over the place for his name, but Dianne Feinstein, here's another intelligence committee. This was Senate Committee for Intelligence. Had local office manager there in California who also attended events at the Chinese consulate for her. There's a hard one for him to get into. I think this person was there for like 20 years. And we wonder you got to wonder how much information that this person saw, heard, and got to send in. Plus, their main job, from what has been told, was to report on local politics. Well, it's California, so you pretty much just figure Republicans are barely able to put up any fight, so it's basically the same politics that's happening over in China. So San Francisco, Sacramento, LA, all these places have the same politics as what's going on in Beijing or any of these other Chinese cities. But that's the hilarious part of it. Here's another one of them Democrats that everybody was like, oh, you gotta listen to her because, oh yeah. This is the problem that's going on there. Two in California right there. And this last person that we're going to talk about is Linda Sun. This is her career here in the United States. Prior to her positions with the Cuomo and Hochul administrations, Sun began her career in public service in New York State's legislative branch in 2009, holding a variety of positions, including chief of staff to an assemblywoman, Grace Ming, who is now a U.S. representative. Go figure. In 2012, the Cuomo administration hired Sun as its Director of Asian American Affairs and Queens Regional Representative. She was then appointed Director of External Affairs for Empire State Development, which handles economic development across the state. Prior to becoming Deputy Chief of Staff for Hochul administration, she also worked briefly for the New York State Department of Financial Services. So this woman was gathering all kinds of information out about New York. And she left Hochul's executive chamber after roughly 15 months, moving to a position with the New York State Department of Labor. And following her dismissal from the Hochul administration, she worked as a campaign manager for Austin Ching, a Democrat who unsuccessfully ran for Congress. Okay, and she got arrested, thankfully, but not before she probably did quite a bit of damage. Sun was charged by the U.S. State Attorney's Office with 8 criminal counts, including conspiring to act as an illegal foreign agent, visa fraud, and conspiring to launder money related to acting as an illegal agent for the Chinese government and Chinese Communist Party. in exchange for millions of dollars, as well as all expenses paid travel to China, tickets to top shows, concerts, and sporting events, including VIP suite access to at least one such event, employment in China for son's cousin, and home deliveries of Nanjing-style salted ducks prepared by a Chinese government official's personal chef. I'm actually interested in that. Nanjing-style salted ducks. If somebody's eaten that, can y'all tell me how it tastes? I've never heard of that, but I wouldn't mind, knowing what it tastes like. I'm wanting to taste that. But onto the thing. According to the unsealed 65-page indictment, 65 pages, good lord, federal prosecutors have alleged that Sun and Hugh used this money to buy several luxury cars, including a 2024 Ferrari Roma, 2024 Range Rover L460, and a 2022 Mercedes GLB 250 W4, as well as a 5-bedroom home in Manhasset, Long Island. Oh my God, that was worth $3.6 million, and a $4.1 million, an condominium in Honolulu. Wow, Chinese were paying good money. So this person got all kinds of information out about New York. Wow, it would be nice if the majority party in this country actually did things to help this country. But they don't. They help everybody else but us. And these spies would not be able to keep moving in like they are if they didn't feel welcome. If you vote for a Democrat, this is what you're voting for. You're voting for a group that can be easily influenced by a Chinese spy, for the simple fact of that it's basic social engineering, and all they have to do is talk about how great China is, because these Democrats are already talking about it. Even your common Democrat is talking about how great China is. What with their slave labor and their social monitoring, their social credit and all that. This is what's going on in this country. And until people stop voting for them, until we start taking them out of power, this is going to continue. You have to take these people out of power. You have to take away their power to quit allowing power to be given to the Chinese Communist Party. We constantly let these big businesses do everything that's made in China. We have our politicians that are with the Democrat Party rooting for the Chinese Communist Party. It's about time that we stop this. Now you've got to be the people that do this. It's the voters. It ain't the people in charge, because people in charge ain't doing nothing but allowing it to happen. So we've got to start doing this. And that's the end of it. You've got to do something. You've got to start talking to your friends to stop allowing these people to get voted into office, because it's going to keep happening. But hey, that's just my 2 cents, and I'm a crazy redneck. So you folks have a good day. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Bye now. Folks, I just want to say thank you for listening. I want to thank you for taking your time. I want to hear what your comments are about what you think on this topic, because your comments are what's important, not necessarily mine. I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care if you're conservative. I don't care if you're liberal. I don't care if you're Democrat. I want to hear your opinion on these topics. I want to thank you yet again for listening to my video. Like, subscribe, and all that other hoopla. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.